So this is the Fremantle prison we're going to go into. How exciting.
And these cells are once buildings, so each cell has a window, and the guard can look down the landing and see what's happening in all parts of the prison.
Wow. So so who was? Did they have ranges of people? Like,
yes.
And are these the worst ones, or are the worst ones at the top, or
up here? In the convict era, they're all lumped together. In 1899, they put in these dividing walls. So this is first division, people serving less than a year. Second division is crimes non-violent. Third division, crimes violent. Fourth division, lifers and murderers. But these walls were not here during the convict era because the majority of convicts were sent to Australia for minor offences. The cell's half the size of your standard British cell, so we can have twice the workforce. And as I said, in 1899, a Royal Commission decreed the cells were too small, so if you look around you, you'll notice that every second door they removed the lock. They went around the prison and knocked down every second door. And so that's the difference between the convict era and the prison era, enlarged the cells. So some cells were kept convict size for storage, and we're just using this as a display. If you are willing to learn, it was Henderson stated, your attitude shapes your sentence. If you're willing to learn, if you're willing to be well behaved, you're willing to learn a skill, you could be released early onto ticket of leave. And also there's another thing, once there was a crying need to labour. There was many cases when a ship landed, if they all well behaved on the voyage, within a week they all get their ticket of leave, because it was more important to get them out there into the wilds of West Australia and to build bridges and roads.
this is the third floor. What
This is the top landing.
Top landing. That's right.
Third landing.
And wooden structure there.
Was this roof completely burnt down?
No, when you come up, this was burnt. So that's burn marks and scorch marks from the 1988 riots, which I'll talk about when we come out after the travel talk. And you can see some of the scorch marks there. But when we go to the northern wing, that roof was totally burnt away and had to be replaced by Oregon timber. Because this local jarrah is now very, very expensive. It's been decimated by dieback.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So welcome to the prison chapel, and you can see it was built deliberately to impress. Imagine these convicts doing this hard physical labour, being locked up in the tiny cells, but they come here on Sunday, big tall roof, big wide windows, and look at these windows. Unlike any other windows in the prison, there are no bars in them.
That's right.
So this shows you how they really thought religion was a major way to reform the convicts, and therefore religion was compulsory and every day in the convict.
Every day?
Every day. They had a prayer.
It's really burned down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That bit.
Yeah,
How many cells are there again? Sorry.
About 580.
508.
Did you count that one?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. Oh, 2, 4,
Oh, is it
5, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, you're right. And the guard has to look through the view holes in the doors and the wall every 2 hours to see if a prisoner's awake, asleep, sick or suicidal or missing presumed escape.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't, but then you could look at
Yeah, that's why they did.
Yeah.
They've been filled in along, but we've left this one here. So, and if you look down to the left, you see a hunting scene. Do you see the hunting scene?
Medusa.
Oh, yeah, down
They're
there.
hunting. Yeah, there's Jesus and Medusa, the pair of snakes.
Yeah, Medusa.
And you can see a hunting scene that the people on horseback and hunting dogs are hunting a kangaroo.
Right, okay.
But our biggest clue, if you look at that play scene, so
That
it looks
was
like a
Greek.
scene from a Greek play.
I was going to say Greek.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh yeah, the Parthenon, sort of.
yeah.
If you look below there, it says J. Walsh left the cell 9th of March. The J's dropped off now. Can you see the writing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is our biggest clue, because we have a record of all 9,721 male convicts sent here.
Yeah.
And we do know that a James Walsh was sent here in 1852, and he was sent here for forgery, for forging bill of goods for money. He had trained
Right.
as a clerk and a silversmith, and he went through took a leave. He got his conditional pardon in 59. The records show within 2 weeks he got busted for forging a pound note.
Oh.
He had to serve another 5 years, and then he settled in Perth and became a clerk and an artist. And you've got to realise that in the post-war environment in Australia, it's sort of I grew up with my parents, it's a very, very Anglo culture, and the only real divide was between the English and the Irish. And because there was a great battle between the Catholics and the Protestants. In fact, do you know your political history? The Labour Party was split. The Roman Catholics are split to the Democratic Labour Party and the rest of the Labour Party, and that's why Liberals were in charge for so many years. It's not known over east.
Okay, got it.
But you've been to Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yes, one of the most revered and controversial figures in Australian history would have to be Ned Kelly. He was the son of a convict. He robbed, he killed people, but he had an idea of forming independence from Australia. Free to look inside any open cell.
This is solitary.
So who was he again? Sorry.
Well, usually people who are physically assaulted guards or escapes. And these cells share nice cells. And we walk past the second door, so very thick walls and double doors.
But haven't I heard flocking when? No flocking here. Oh, flocking.
What?
No, not flocking.
No, I said in the 1850s, Henderson had phased it out, but it was very prevalent in the system over east, especially in Sydney and Van Diemen's Land, but Hampton brought it back in the 1860s. And floggings were held here. This is a replica. And the purpose of flogging is not so much to punish this individual. The screams are heard all around Fremantle. They're heard all around Fremantle prison. As to warn the other convicts that you better behave or you're next.
Bum.